A while back, I made a 2021 year-end ranking video that I really enjoyed making, and even though it isn't the best video ever, I'm still kinda proud of it, and lately seeing Sean making so many year-end rankings again, made me want to try it again at making one of these. I noticed that I didn't really give much insight to more than half the songs on that video, so I will try to change that here. Anyway, let's do this. Also, I'm skipping Christmas songs again because it's my list and I do whatever the hell I want. This time they're replaced by the 3 songs that would have made the 52-week year-end, plus the 2 songs that I saw were the most consistent in different predictions as 101 and 102. Anyway, yeah, let's get the obvious one out of the way.
Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road.
Let's be real. No other song could be in this place. A song that tries to disguise itself as a savior of justice anthem that just ends up showing that the guy making it is a piece of shit. Next.
I've been selling my soul, working all day.
Lyrical content outside, this is just an abhorrent listen. This guy's voice is just so irritating. What happened? The 2010s in Latin music were so insufferable because all of the songs were annoyingly samey sounding and all of them sounded exactly like this. We're already shifting from that sound and we really don't need it making a comeback.
I need someone to be patient with me.
This is one of the most amateur songs I've ever heard. This is something you find in the depths of SoundCloud that even the artist describes as being pretty bad. Not a top 40 hit by the most popular rapper of the last 15 years. I specifically didn't mention Peso Pluma in the La Bebe segment because I wanted to have this as his slot. I just don't like it. As a Mexican, I should be glad that he was one of the pioneers of the original Mexican crossover that happened in 2023, but I just hate the sound of his voice. In other songs where there are heavy instruments to distract from his voice, it isn't that big of an issue, but in this low-ass song, where there is nothing else to focus on, it just becomes extremely obvious how bad of a singer he is. I'll take Junior to show him any day of the week. I don't even know what to say here.
I got hoes.
This took all the Megan Thee Stallion songs I don't like and subtracted Megan Thee Stallion, which is the good part of those songs. Let's just get this bunch out of the way together.
I need something you prove. When you're up in his bed, am I up in your head? But there's one that led by the lamp on the nightstand. This ain't that some back home, but it's in a field of mud on the whiz, yeah.
Man, did Morgan Wallen have a lot of hits this year. And this 4 can be summed up in the phrase, "They sound like shit." You Proof and Thinking About Me had some incredibly bad production choices. I Wrote the Book Curse is just unbearable, and the attempts of spelling words in Ain't That Some are just embarrassing to listen to.
The way you make me feel.
Drake's attempts at singing are just the worst.
Hey, baby, yeah, right, yeah.
A year ago I may have put this in the bad tier, but over time it has just become a more tiring, worthless listening experience.
I could have my Gucci on.
Too easy. Some songs are just not meant to have church choirs. Another song I would have spared back then, but after all this time the phrase "I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright" just pisses me off on a personal level. That's something you say while leaving the hospital after being there for a week, not after a wild night partying.
Last night we let the liquor talk.
I would have put it in the bad tier, it's not that bad, but seeing it become the #1 song of the year made me bump it down a tier based on that fact alone.
And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party.
My god, having one of the most annoyingly catchy songs of all time as a sample just does not work. Also, the addition of more elements to make the song feel more complete just makes it all sound so crowded and messy. That's not how you make it more interesting. Case in point, in 2021 there were 8 songs in a terrible tier. This year there were 19. Make of that what you will.
I'm on the stage right now, singing your favorite song.
This is just a slightly improved version of that Trackstar song from 2021. It's still just one place above the terrible tier. Snore.
Next thing you know, you're saving money like never before.
I keep confusing this and Bite Dirt. Those two are the same damn song.
So thank God I get to wake up by your side.
Kane Brown has made much more interesting music this past few years and a lot of it is very well liked. I don't know why he keeps making boring songs like this.
Like keep it a stack, bitches move on cause they know I got beans.
Slightly better Baby World now that sample is gone. Now it's just a worst best friend, which if you recall, I also don't like very much.
just dancing with my eyes closed.
This song would be like 30% better if it weren't for those drums. They sound so lifeless. Aww, cute self-insert fanfiction you just wrote.
Mercedes AMG.
Being Mexican from 2023 onwards means listening to songs that sound exactly like this every time you go outside. It's like the reggaeton plague from the 2010s all over again.
Between a rock and a hard place, 'cause now I'm in this cold bright light.
Fall in Love clears both of these songs so bad it's not even funny.
And they scared of the 7.
They tried so hard to make an Sicko Mode.
There's just some things that leave a man no choice, like a runaway southbound train.
I really like Luke Combs, but his lower songs are just a really boring listen. Even if his songs that lyrically speaking might turn some people away, I will defend them based on the fact that they sound more alive and have some energy to it. The Kind of Love We Make is a good example of this.
To the way that it feels when you lean in and kiss me.
This does fall in the category of more lively country song, but it's held back by the fact that it's Jordan Davis the one performing it.
As I like you, I do.
I'm not gonna lie, this one is just here because of overplay. This one's a bit higher because, unlike AMG and PRC, I can actually tell this one apart. Some nice melodies when Peso Pluma is singing are enough to counter his terrible voice.
Telling myself I won't go there.
I actually think almost everything of this song is alright, but the chorus is kinda mid.
Drinking watermelon moonshine.
Cute. I mean, yeah, it's also cute, but nothing about it tells me that I should return to it.
If you want me to quit you, want me to get you.
This is one of the better sounding Morgan Wallen songs, but it's only kept this low because of the lyrics.
Wish I would've known it by now.
And this one is this high because of the lyrics. Then they never fell in love and decided to share what they like with the person they fell in love with. Wanted to find their relationship ending at some point. After that, he wants to do all the stuff he used to like, but now it reminds him of that other person. It's a very clever idea to base a song around of, and I'm kinda surprised no more big hits have taken a bite into this topic.
I need you to get the fuck on my space.
It's alright, but first as a song, I expected more. I was ready to dismiss this based on the fact that it decided to hop on the trend of regional Mexican songs of naming their songs after acronyms, and the clips I had heard of it being very underwhelming. But giving it a full listen, it actually justifies its existence. I couldn't give two shits about Karol G's and Anuel's relationship, but she actually sells it. And Shakira showed why this was one of her best years commercially. It's only this low because it's still a middle of the road reggaeton song.
Bebe, lo que te pido, ven, dame.
A very cute song. Grupo Frontera are one of the most decent regional Mexican acts out there, keeping a lot of the elements from the traditional regional Mexican songs that have been popular for several years. Also, it was really good that the main focus of the song was Grupo Frontera style, because, I'm just gonna say it, I just hate Fuerza Regida. The comment was good, but it was good for how stupid it was. Stupidity surprises you, and with that surprise already shown, the rest of their songs range from annoyingly bland to flat out embarrassing.
Vi tu cabello y me gustó tu culo.
Oh, as for Dame, this one is just this low because I'm sick of hearing it every fucking time I go outside.
I keep the windows down and the wind in hair.
Pretty okay country song that even though this guy's not the best vocalist, he kinda makes it work.
Watch me dance, dance the night away.
I do wonder, do I think that this song is mediocre compared to the rest of Dua Lipa's catalog because it's the same ideas that she has used several times before with no improvement on them whatsoever? Or because I think the intentional vapidness thanks to the context of the movie kinda works against it? Maybe I'm just sick of it? Who knows? All I know is that if this were the year 2020, it would be like 30 spots higher. And now that it has made the 2024 year-end list, number 100, I'm probably gonna be putting it a lot lower in that video.
I can buy myself flowers.
Can a song be overhated and overrated at the same time? No? Yeah? Okay, let's keep moving.
Yeah, cause girls is players too.
If I were to make some changes to the 2021 video I made, I would probably put No More Parties way lower than it actually was. But this song and this sample actually found a style to fit Coil Ray. What a shame that her follow-up songs were completely terrible. The guy from Eslabon Armado pulls his weight so much that his back must hurt from carrying Peso Pluma in this. To be honest, this is just as high because of the memes.
Bomba, ¿qué le parece mi polla? Cree que va a mamarse sola, préndase de ahí. And I know
I know, I know, I know.
I don't.
What it is, ho, what's up? Every good girl needs a little thug.
Why did they feel the necessity to put Kodak Black in this?
Stain on my shirt, new bitch on my nerves.
I'm not gonna lie, this song is alright, but I was already in the middle of writing the script of the good tier when I realized this song was missing.
I only talk to God when I need a favor.
That chorus saves the whole song, and I do like this one more than Son of a Sinner. What a shame that most of his 2024 hits are pretty bad.
Young girl don't want that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put these two together, and they might seem a bit odd, but bear with me.
21, can you do something for me? I thought you should know that all those prayers.
I get it. We've all been saturated with Morgan Wallen for this past year, and with Drake this past decade. Anytime something by them drops, some people are ready to dismiss it. I will ready to do so too. But to try and make this list as fair as possible, I did try to listen to all these songs with fresh ears, and found myself enjoying both of these. I have no idea why Rich Flex works for me. Maybe it's just too dumb of a song for me to take it seriously. As for Tell You Should Know, I find his meaning very cute, where Morgan reflects on the success he's had and how he needs to let his mom know, the person who has cared about him the most. It's beautiful. So I did end up putting both of these songs together because I believe that listening to them, while not being infested with similar songs by the same artist, actually shows the strong points of each of these songs.
Think about those sunsets that blend into jean jacket nights.
Speaking of cute country songs, all Dominion are very overlooked. A lot of the songs I have that made your list are very good.
Bury me in Georgia. Let me rest in peace.
It's got a nice edge to it, which already makes it like 20 times more interesting than his other hit from this year. That being said, I don't think he's ever making another song as good as One Mississippi. Stay tuned for the 2022 ranking.
Tennessee and Kentucky, 'cause you ain't here to love.
I originally had this song at the bottom of the decent tier, but one of the days I resumed writing the script, I just couldn't get it out of my head. Props to Mr. Parker.
I done it out, feel like shot it low.
I noticed that this song shares most of the elements with other hip-hop songs of this style that I don't like, but what makes this work for me is the synth note that plays throughout the whole song. It's literally only one note, but it makes the song work.
Go Grease.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Honestly, the censored version of this song makes more sense. I'll love you every hour of the 7 days of the week. It's a bit of a cliche, but it works. I'll fuck you every hour of the 7 days of the week. I mean, come on dude, at that point no one would be enjoying.
Hasta que te duela la popola como glow. Me gusta tu flow.
I admire the decision of making something like this, although nowhere as near as Jonah Gunny. Good song that I completely forget its existence the moment it comes off the radio. Cute. This one is this high just because of Lainey's vocals. Also have no idea why she has 2 truck songs on this list. Why was that a thing?
All my life.
I don't know why people dislike children's choirs in songs on principle. When used correctly I can make the song work. To be fair, I also like that one Lucas Graham song, so don't listen to me.
I don't wanna know if you're playing me.
I didn't care enough about this song to record it when I saw the Weeknd live, but revisiting it several months later, it's a little better than I remember. 21 Savage versus the highlight of the song. As I said earlier, Grupo Frontera know what they're doing. This somehow also fits Bad Bunny surprisingly well. All I gotta say is that this has gotta be one of the most bullshit excuses for being caught cheating I have ever heard.
Que si me ven con otra en una disco solo es perdiendo el tiempo. Baby, pa' que te miento. Eso de que me vieron feliz no es cierto.
I get lost when I'm with you.
It's a very pleasant listen. Sessa knows how to bring a very relaxing vibe to her songs when needed, and this song is a prime example of that. That being said, this is probably one of the most overrated songs of the year. Yeah, it's good, but not even once I consider it to be higher with the rest of the great songs of this list. Although Sessa did redeem herself because Saturn is pretty much this song again, but 10 times better.
Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
The sample works in the song's favor, although I believe this song doesn't have much more than that. Yeah, this song is pretty high on the good tier, but it has nothing to do with the songs I put on the excellent tier in 2021, or that I'm planning on putting in the same tier for 2022 and 2024.
I'll take you dancing in a country, Levi's in them low beams.
You can tell Tyler was the one who came with most of the catchy melodies from Florida Georgia Line. I mean, he's rapping before the chorus songs taken straight off a little bit.
Running on red lights, pull up to the club just to get the head right. Tuesday,
I also really like Little Bit, and this song subtracts the stupidity of that song and added a bit of corniness, which is something very positive in songs like this. 5'9" is boring as hell, I don't know what you guys are on.
Selling their bows, bitch do yoga. I deserve rewards, serving these boulders.
Metro absolutely nailed it with this production. That horn, or at least I believe it's a type of horn, that plays throughout the whole song works perfectly, and I don't think I've ever heard Future's flow be this good. It really just missed the excellent tier because of the Chris Brown verse.
So who's really the villain?
Shut up. 28 songs in the excellent tier. In that other video, I had 36. Not that much of a difference, but still a bit of a downgrade. Anyway, let's begin with two songs that I bumped to this tier in the last second. I'm not a Barcelona supporter, so seeing the downfall of Piqué in several months was just funny. First this, then this abomination, and then the series of songs against him. This one specifically combines the talents of both of these artists, and although Shakira does spit bullet after bullet, the MVP is Bizarrap. I did not, and still don't care much about him, but I was aware of the music sessions and how they work. So seeing one with Shakira was a bit of a shock at the time. I felt like he made the exact type of beat the song needed. Also, it's very impressive that it has been more than 30 years of Shakira's hit-making career, and how diverse she has been through all this time. I'm not gonna say much about this because I have something planned for this channel related to that, and I can probably count on both hands the number of songs of her that I have liked that come out after 2007. But she recently announced that she's coming to my city to give a show in a soon-to-be World Cup stadium, and it's sold out, so clearly she has been making something right. Did laughing for me initially, but after giving it a second listen while writing the script, I think it clicked for me. Ironically enough, because the beginning sounds a lot like Click with Camille.
Can't say your name up in my songs, might not fuck with you tomorrow.
I saw a lot of people say that Glorilla finally clicked for them with her 2024 hits, and that a lot of their prior ones did not make a lot of sense to them. I can say that for me, it was the complete opposite case. This song does pretty much the same that Put It On The Floor Again did, but actually built up on the only synth, adding a piano line and an echoing synth. I do believe that you gotta find the right balance between adding little elements to make it simple and not adding too much. Ahem. And this song nailed that aspect completely. I believe that if many of the Megan Thee Stallion songs I don't like would add a piano line, or maybe just a synth, I would finally get Megan to click for me.
To you, I'm just a man. To me, you're all I am.
Absolutely heartbreaking. And the fact that this is probably the weakest Zach Bryan song I've ever heard tells you everything you need to know about him. I haven't heard that many Zach Bryan songs if you couldn't tell.
So I remember when we were driving in your car, speed so fast to feel like I was drunk.
We all love Fast Car. We all love Luke Combs. Making this car was an amazing decision.
Traveling around the world.
Even though Superhero's stance beat really well for Future's flow, I believe that his best work is always done when he gets as relaxed as he can, but the beat has stuff going on in it so it doesn't bore you to sleep. Again, stay tuned on that 2022 ranking.
Baby, show me you can calm down, calm down.
This one surprised me. The guitar loop keeps you hypnotized and Ren's flows are so relaxing you just wanna lay down and have him serenade you. Although what brought this song this high was Selena Gomez. Selena has never been the best vocalist, so most of her songs that try to be very energetic and have her trying to reach high notes or just even maintain a note just fall flat on their face. But her more relaxed and calm songs, The Heart's Want What It Wants, Fetish, It Ain't Me, Dare I Even Say It, Lose You to Love Me, all benefit from the fact that she has this wispy performance that doesn't get in the way of the song. And Calm Down is probably the best example of all, and when they harmonize it sounds amazing. Okay, maybe I'm a little biased. Another song that hypnotizes you. It starts and sucks you in with a beat and doesn't let you go. I feel like I have overlooked Lil Uzi Vert for a while. I should definitely check what other stuff they've done.
Don't like sneaky shit that you do.
I was never on board with the whole Ice Spice phenomenon, but if all that led to the song existing, then it was all worth it. I believe a lot of the songs of her that I mentioned earlier had her trying too hard, while in here she just lets it all flow all too well. I do believe she is the highlight of the song. I don't look at y'all's obsession with Break My Soul, this one's a million times better.
I used to float, now I just fall down.
Meow. I was one of the people who thought this should have been released as a single back in the Lever era, And now after hearing it every fucking where, all I gotta say is we need Reputation TV's version now. We need to get a away card to become a #1 hit and also be played every fucking where. This should have been the indicator of the whole Post Malone becoming a country star thing of 2024. Although he doesn't add much, this is all Noah's song. His writing and storytelling is absolutely amazing, and the little melodies in the song are just a cherry on top. I was never too on board with Big L. Adorn was just okay, and #beautiful did absolutely nothing for me. My favorite song from him was Goddamn Skywalk. This one didn't click with me until I heard it playing in a fucking Buffalo Wild Wings of all goddamn places. Yeah, Miguel is a genius, I don't know what to say. And might as well.
I don't wanna see you with anyone but me.
The winter/spring of SOS was a magnificent time. Kill Bill is everything Wade in the Truck wanted to be. From its interesting storytelling to the emotional attachment to the amazing production, everything improved. But Nobody Gets Me ended up being higher because you can feel her pain thanks to the minimalism of the production, and it breaks me every single time. It's on my list and I decide which version of the song I include, damn it. Lavender Haze walked so Karma could run. This is probably one of the prettiest productions that Taylor has had in one of her songs, and that alone is enough to put the song so high in this list. Ice Spice does not exist. Let's go! It's time for the top 10 best songs of 2023. I like to believe that my top 10 from 2021 had at least some interesting picks for it, but nah, this is one of the most boring and predictable top 10s there could be. Also no honorable mentions because I'm making this in December 2024, and I don't remember which songs came out in 2023. Got that? Okay, let's go. Yeah, it might be a bit embarrassing, but that was the whole point of the song. Hell, maybe even the whole point of the album. Remember, love is embarrassing. Well, this song is just sad now. Almost none of the members who were there when this song blew up are still in the group, and there have been many problems between the label and the group. And as I said, that is kinda sad because I was expecting this to be the one K-pop group I would really love.
Pictures in passing time, you only smile like that when you're drinking.
I just love the level of songwriting Zach Bryan pulls off. Listening to this song feels like you are sitting with him in a campfire. He just pulled out his guitar and decided to serenade you with it. He uses his raspy voice to improve the production to enhance the lyrics. This is everything Richmond North of Richmond wanted to be. In 2023, after the #1 hits the world country songs were a song that was adopted by racist people, a song made by a guy caught screaming racist stuff, and a literal racist song, it was really heartwarming to see a sweet song claiming the name of country music #1 hits, although it wasn't the best country song of the year. I'm a sports head, so I was already inclined to love this. This song describes how the narrator is calling her mom to tell her she has met someone new. Although with one thing her family might consider an imperfection, he supports the opposite American football team. At first, it is funny because she says that she doesn't want her dad to know, but as the song keeps going, she keeps mentioning details about how much this person matters to her, and how she has found herself doing stuff she wouldn't have believed she'd do, like singing country songs from Tennessee. And in the end, I think this song describes a lot of the idea of to be loved is to be changed, and how for this person she would do a lot of stuff she hadn't considered before, beginning with wearing that Tennessee Orange football jersey. Absolutely incredible songwriting.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
I feel like I put this one this high just because of the moment it came out. When this came out, I listened to it on repeat for a while, and a lot of Taylor's problems started to sound like my problems. Of course there are a million differences between Billionaire Taylor and Broke As Me, but this song was made to explicitly humanize Taylor and make the point that no matter how famous she becomes, she will still have all those insecurities screaming at the back of her head. So yeah, this song is this high just because I was projecting lol. God damn, is Olivia good with hooks. This song is just filled with them and she makes each and every single one of them work. I'm supposedly going to see her live in April, let's see if she doesn't cancel like Kendrick did last year. The revival of old songs from TikTok is something wonderful, and although this isn't as old as several other songs revived by TikTok, it is probably one of the best. Just for listening to it, I was sitting in awe with how incredible a lot of the production choices are. From the slow but threatening piano intro, the effects that make you feel like you are entering a haunted mansion, the 2010 synth from the verses that actually do fit the vibe of the song, the melodic synth that plays in the chorus, the melodies from the bridge and the outro. It really is impressive how many artistic ideas got had in the early 2010s, when everything felt a bit too much safe. And this song definitely captures the vibe they were going for with all those Wednesday edits. As you probably gathered, a lot of the songs that are up here are here because they sound really good. Again, the little details really help this one out, like the barely noticeable guitar strumming, the piano notes that follow the vocal melody, the main scene, the drums, the bells, everything. The lyrics are also very interesting because I've seen them being interpreted many different ways, a divorce, a breakup, just a passage of time, and whichever interpretation you believe, I think we can agree that all of them make a lot of sense. Yeah, I bet none of you are surprised. If as it was made the narrator's depression sound like there might be light at the end of the tunnel, escapism makes it sound like they've hit rock bottom. Everything they describe sounds absolutely miserable. From the parties, the hotels, the alcohol, everything sounds absolutely fucking terrible. And mixed with the production that makes it feel like you are the one living through it. It makes for the best hit song of 2023. Wait, best hit song at number 2? You already know what song is missing, I don't need to make the joke, just play it.
Wanted me, I wish I knew.
Everything here is absolutely incredible. The singing, the verses, the lyrics, the outro. But what made everyone love this, of course, is the production. It just sounds amazing and has so many memorable moments in it. I know it's a thought thing, but I could make a list of the best moments of this song. So here they are.
Wanted me. Could've made a move. I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit. Wish I knew. You can't surprise a Gemini. I'm everywhere. Please say to me. It's biscuits, it's gravy.
Don't be surprised if this also ends up at the top of the 2022 ranking. So yeah, Bad Habit by Steve Lacy, the best song in the 2023 Billboard Year End Ranked.
I am a magnet for broken pieces. I am attracted to broken people. I pick 'em up and now my fingers are bleeding and it looks like my fault. And it looks like I'm caught red-handed over the head. Epiphany over my head. Repeatedly, thick skull nails.